Alright, well, welcome back, everybody. So this is part 5, I believe, of the Let's Play series. We are going to go get the Hadouken, hopefully. Unless I've forgotten to get some upgrade piece, which is a possibility because I'm a very forgetful person. Anyone that knows me can attest to that. But yeah, we're just going to cruise through the stage as quickly as I can because it's at the very end that we need to be at. I also need, how many, okay, I have 4 lives, so I think that's actually the minimum I need, so got lucky there. I also got to fill up the tanks though, so gotta try to take the least amount of damage as I possibly can, while also getting as much health items as I can. Which shouldn't be too hard, because it's not really that difficult to fill them up. Especially with all these bats here, because they tend to drop health items a lot, so that's cool. But yeah, we're just gonna... Gosh dang it, of course. That's the one thing I don't like about the tornadoes, because it's a multi-hit, like the first hit isn't gonna kill anything, unless it's super weak, like the bats. So you gotta kind of watch out for other stuff. How full are we? So yeah, we already have 3 full. So yeah, we're almost where we need to be. We almost have what we need. We're gonna take this guy out. Maybe he'll give us something. I don't think they often drop health though, so maybe not. Yeah. Oh well, there's plenty of bats. And homing missiles are exactly what we need for the bats, because they will just take them out before they even hit us. Oh, we're further along than I thought we were. Oh well. I actually need to switch to that so I can hit these little bird guys. And dash up here and grab that. And then make sure, yeah, we definitely have 4. And we just dive off and die. I really want to know how the first person that found this found it, because like, in order to do it, you have to purposely die a few times before you can even find the capsule. So how did this guy know how to do it? I think it's cool though that in the next few games there's also like hidden things like this. Like the second game has the Shoryuken, and then the third game has like a whole golden set of armor that you can get. How close are we to filling that? So we're doing fine. But I think the first 3 are the only ones that have in-game, well, quote-unquote in-game, like, rewards. But they're all secretive as heck, so it's crazy to me that people can find these types of things. Like, I don't know if I've ever found something like this in a video game on my own. Switch over the ice right here so I can... And I missed. Good stuff. I think you also have to have full health once you get to that area, so yeah, hopefully we're lucky enough to do that. And how close are we now? Alright, so one more time I think we should have it. I know this probably isn't the funnest thing to watch, but believe it or not, this is actually how you get this. I don't know if I'd believe someone if I didn't know any better, so... Probably should have just included this in my last episode, so I didn't have to make anyone watch this. If they didn't want to, they could just skip to it. Maybe I'll put like a timestamp in the description how to get past it or something. Because it is probably pretty boring to watch. Oh, there it is. Cool. I give you a special present now. Enter the capsule, please. That's very... What's the word? Gosh, I can't even think. My controller just connected. No. Alright, everybody, so We're back. My controller disconnected and then the thing crashed, so I'm back to where I was. We're gonna get the Hadouken. They did all the stuff, same stuff as before. But now we actually get the prize. And this is it. Pretty cool. So the way to do it is to do the input from the Street Fighter games, but honestly I never played them, so I just kind of rotate the joystick around and push X, and eventually it shoots out. So yeah, now that that's done, we are going to exit the stage, and we are going to take on the first Sigma stage. And the second thing is it doesn't save whenever you get the Hadouken. Let's split up. I'll go in first, and then you can slip in while I keep the main defense force busy. He doesn't have any faith in me. How dare he? But yeah, it doesn't save a Hadouken. You have to get it every time you shut off the game, even if you push save, which is dumb, but whatever, you know. It's not like I use it that often anyway. So this stage used to give me a lot of issues when I was a kid, so I found out a lot of ways to just kind of jank through it, if that makes sense. Like putting the shield up so you don't get hit by these guys while jumping, because if you get hit, you get stunned and then you fall into the pit below. It was really well designed in that aspect for like difficulty wise, but like I feel like this was kind of, gosh dang it, sorry, I'm using a different controller now and it's not wanting to cooperate with certain buttons. There we go. But yeah, you just kind of brute force through it. Is that brute force, or is that more like tactical? I don't know. Anyway, this stage is pretty short actually. It's just consisting more of a big boss fight and stuff, and like lore building, I guess, in a sense. So there's the guy from the beginning that wrecked us. Stay back, X. I'll take him on. I feel like the little cousin that just gets left out of everything. I don't know if you could hear, but there's sounds of them battling in the background. That's why I just stood there, because I could not move. X, do what I tell you or he's history. Don't listen to him, X. Go ahead and blast him. Dream on, Zero. X knows he can't defeat me. My armored carrier is more than a match for his ancient weapons. Okay, now that's just rude. So, kind of like in the beginning, you can't actually win this fight. It is pretty cool though, because like all the mini bosses didn't have health bars, so you don't know if you can win this fight or not until you actually do it. But yeah, this is just pretty much like the beginning. We just kind of get our crap rocked. And he shoots this little ball, goes over there and teabags. And this happens. Maybe, but I'm not through yet. If he could have busted out at any time, why didn't he just bust out like when we were fighting the guy and then help us instead of doing that? What a worthless gesture. I can't be defeated so easily. So X, it's just you and me now. Yeah, we'll plot armor. What the? Where did the energy come from? It really doesn't matter how much energy you absorb, X. You are still far too weak. Prepare to be terminated. Oh, I did it backwards. I wanted to hit him with the Hadouken. Just because I can. Oh, no, I can't anymore. What a failure. I feel like I could pull it off a lot easier if I actually played the Street Fighter games, but to be honest with you, they just never appealed to me. So I'll just hit him with his weakness, and hopefully kill him before he kills me. Wish I could just run into him to cause him damage. That'd be nice. Gosh dang it. Never mind. Well, that's really lame. I don't know if I've ever died here before, so I don't know what happens. Do we go through the whole cutscene again, or is it just him standing there? Oh, it's just him standing there, okay. Oh hey, I have all my health back now. Never mind. Good lord. That's why I don't play video games really late, when I have to use my brain. So, I'm sure that this guy seems like he's the main boss, because like he's, you know, the opening boss and all that, and he's the guy you have dialogue with. And that is one of the bigger problems I have with this game, because younger me used to think that was Sigma that they were referring to, but it wasn't. X. I've taken too much damage. Auto repair systems can't handle it. My power is fading fast. Your power is greater than I thought. Maybe you can destroy Sigma. And rip. But yeah, like I said, one of the biggest issues I have with this game is definitely like younger me thought the purple dude, which is actually named Vile, was Sigma. And after I've defeated him for the first time, I'm like, well, what do I do now? Like, Zero just said maybe I can destroy him. So I thought maybe like he got away or something, but no, that's not actually Sigma. That's his right-hand man. That's his Starscream to Sigma's Megatron, if that makes sense. This part's just kind of cheesed through too. I forgot how long it was. I would have been able to get up here without getting hit, but I thought it was at the end, and I was not. So, now we gotta fight this guy again, and eventually go into like a boss rush type of thing. Just the same thing as before. Don't really have anything new to say. Sorry. Oh yeah. I don't remember if this was in the episode that ended up getting like scrapped or not, or if I talked about it in the first one, but that one boss I said that was like the hardest one in the game that has like no real relevance is actually the final boss for this stage. Gosh dang it. So, you're going to get to see him here soon. Trying to not take a lot of damage because this guy is kind of tough, so... But then we just got a bunch of health, so... And I failed to get any of them, I think. Rough. Hey, there we go. Cool. So this guy's weakness is the ice, which I think it's his weakness because it's the fastest weapon you have, and he's a pretty quick boss. But he's just a giant robot spider. And you can only shoot him when that red ball is there. So, kind of got to juke him out. And shoot. And it seems like he does take a lot of damage, but because the more you hit him, the faster he'll get, it just... The timing and everything, I'm just really bad at timing certain things, so... Yeah, I'm pretty bad at this fight. And his little guys do not give you health or anything. They are just there to cause you damage. And block your shot, apparently. Thanks, Spider Guy. But yeah, this was, out of all the parts I got stuck on when I was younger, this was the longest one I was stuck on for. And I remember the first time I actually did beat him. Gosh dang it. The first time I beat him, you know, I obviously immediately wrote down the password, because this game doesn't actually have a save function on its original system. It's just a password screen. And I turned it off because, you know, I'd been playing for so long trying to beat him. And I turned it back on, you know, inputted the password. And the password, I didn't know at the time, but it will never... The password's cap at the end of the first 8 bosses. So I had to do the stage all over again after I just beat him for the first time, and I was heartbroken. So I'm almost out of the ice thing, so I'm going to try and save it for like a little bit later, because he has a few more hits left in him, so I think he has maybe like 1 or 2 more good hits. Also, yeah, when you get hit, you can't shoot him because your stun lasts too long, so that's kind of a bummer. And I'm getting rocked. I was doing pretty good. Alright, we're just going to bring the ice back out and hope that I can kill him. Nope. I'm going to have to use a sub-tank because I'm not dying. I'm not doing this again. Oh my gosh. Stupid little guys. Well, at least I hit that. I don't know how, but I did. And he just came right in front of me. Cool. So yeah, that's the first Sigma stage. Next time we'll do Sigma's next one. I think there's 4 total, so yeah, we'll do the next 2 in the next episode, and then I think we only have maybe 1 episode after that. Alright, I'll see y'all there.